First, congratulations, you've gotten to the last session of your academy. Give yourself a hand. And this time, during this Saturday, you are going to do the work. Because we always get two reactions from the girls. One is, we always get two reactions from the girls. One is that you want more time to work with each other and less time of people talking to you, right? So today is the day where you'll be working in your groups with some of the mentors at the table helping guide you. Now you can see from the agenda that what we're going to do is have you work through today on your projects, and to the extent that you need to work with each other on your personal vision, you'll want to be doing that, maybe even at the break. Because at the end of today, at 10:50, we're going to start presentations. And we're going to tape them. And the presentation is going to be each of you introducing yourself as part of your group. So you're giving your personal vision. And then you're going to decide if you want everybody involved in describing how you are going to achieve your project, or if you want to choose a couple of people to outline your vision and your strategy for getting it. So as you work this morning, think through, are there certain ways that you can use different people in your group for different parts of your project, including presenting at the end of today. Now, our funder had an emergency and couldn't be here, and so we're going to be sharing the video of your presentations with her. And one reason that we will do that is it will be a way for her not only to see the videos that you sent in after that first day of your vision, but how those may have evolved over the course of the academy to what you present today. Sound good? Great. So one way that we like to work with our master students, and we are going to use today the processes that we use with our master students when they start creating community change projects that they actually put in place and sustain in our community. We're going to use those processes today to get you to a point of executing your project. So you're actually going to be doing master's work today. You can go home and tell your parents and your teachers that, okay? One thing that we ask our students to do is to look at and take the collaborative leadership assessments that we handed out last week, but we did not ask you to take them. I don't know, did anybody look at them over the course of the week? That was not an assignment? Good. Okay, great.
Good morning. I'm Karen Williams. I'm a member of CABLE. That's how I know Pat. I was a member of the first CABLE Leadership Academy that was held in this room that Linda worked with us on. And I'm a retiree from Bell South. When Anna and I spoke the other day, she asked me about my career, and I'm afraid that she couldn't relate very well, because when you work in the technology industry, things move so fast that what I experienced 40 years ago is
completely changed.
It's totally different, and it's hard to imagine. So Anna was very kind to me and indulged me. But when you're talking about mechanizing, moving from paper to computers, systems in the 70s is what we were doing. It's a lot different, but nonetheless, the processes of planning and implementing are still the same. So.
Well, and Karen's, Mrs. Williams, sorry, Karen is being modest. She was a very successful executive in the corporate world, and now is an entrepreneur with, tell me the name of the company.
Her name is Miriam.
She's
it's a skincare line of products.
And we have a couple of people here who are very interested in makeup and skincare, so you might seek Karen out at the break.
I'm Richard Marani,
Step
I'm
forward.
confused. So we step forward, say our name, say our elevator pitch, and then we give our presentation?
No, everybody gives their elevator speech first.
Okay.
Okay, then you go back and do your presentation.
Got it.
Okay? So there are two parts of this presentation. First, all the girls giving their elevator speech. Then you step back and you start over with your presentation. Okay?
Okay. I'm Rita Marani. I'm Rita Marani. I plan to become a pediatrician because I have a large interest in the medical field and have a strong love for children.
My name is Anna Sager. I want to be a principal because the education I've received, especially in my early years, has made me a better person.
Hi, my name is Delaney Estrada, and I want to become a professional cheerleader, and if not, I want to be an orthodontist.
Hi, I'm Ellie Hildebrands. I want to become a social studies teacher because I've always loved learning about the past.
Hello, I'm Margaret Gaw. I love traveling and I would love to serve my community medically wherever that may be.
Hi, I'm Gagana Bora, and I would also like to be a pediatrician. I would like to join an organization called Doctors Without Borders and help children in third world countries who do not have proper health care.
When I was 5 years old, I had my appendix taken out at Vanderbilt Hospital. My parents stayed several nights with me, sleeping in the small and uncomfortable hospital chair. They were only concerned about my recovery. I, obviously, wasn't feeling well at all until my older brother brought me a very large Pooh Bear doll. It made my day and later became my favorite toy. The thought of my surgery had totally vanished.
Monroe Carroll Jr. has been named one of the best children's hospitals by the U.S. News and World Report. It has been named in the top 30 best children's hospitals. Achieving this honor was accomplished by dedication and help from the community.
More people need to be served like Rose Strib was served, which can be done by donating toys, items to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
The goal of our group is to donate the specific needs of Vandy Hospital, including Play-Doh, socks, toys, and toiletries by incorporating our schools, churches, and businesses. With that being said, we are going to make announcements and flyers within our schools and church. After that, we plan on starting the donations.
Our vision is serving sick children and their families so that they can focus on their recovery. We want to give back and be thankful for what we have been given. We want you to help us too.
Toys like Play-Doh and small necessities like toiletries, which we use every day, are little things to us, but are very important to the kids at the hospital. So come join us and help us care about the little things.
Okay, now we have time, because y'all were so efficient with your time. We have time now to talk a little bit about how they can make their pitch even better than it was. It was terrific, wasn't it? Okay, so what are some ideas about how you think they could make their pitch even better?
We need to be slower and louder.
Slower and louder, that's right. Slower and louder, particularly when you're presenting to a larger group. What else? Would you like to have heard their vision earlier in the presentation? Okay, so think about how when you are developing your presentation, get to that vision sooner than you did here. And I think one reason was the solution, which is your vision. You took a lot of time. I think the Vanderbilt Hospital information could come after the vision.
We just said that. I think we're going to, us three, we're going to rearrange.
Okay, good. So you got it. You got it. All right. Anything else?
We'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. That's right. All right. Now, the other thing is we didn't have time to do it today, but visuals are very important. We live in an age where the phrase is the primacy of visuals. And for years we've heard what? A picture's worth 1,000 words. That's even more important now in the age of what? Instagram and the internet and PowerPoints. What's the most boring thing in the world? A PowerPoint that doesn't have any visuals in it, right? So think about visuals. Think about visuals as you begin to talk to people. And you may, when you go to Lowe's, or well, when you go to CVS, you may actually want to have some kind of visual that shows, even if it's the children's ward, even if it's some of the children playing, Or if it's visuals of what you really need. These are the things we know that you need. And you may decide, no, we don't really need anything because we're persuasive enough ourselves, and that's okay too. Okay, group, who wants to go next? You're putting on your lipstick, so I think. Remember to talk slowly and with conviction and with some volume, okay? Okay, you can start.
Hi, I'm Michaela Lowe. I'd like to create leadership programs across America to give back to students and teach them what it takes to be a leader.
Hi, my name is Amy Nguyen, and I want to become a pharmacist because I like the sciences and I love devoting my time to help others.
Hi, my name is Cassidy Hudgens. I'm from a small town, but I have my heart set on the world. I want to become a foreign correspondent that writes about social, racial, sexuality, and gender equality.
Hi, I'm Kiana Watson, and I go to Oakland High School, and I want to later become a cosmetic line person.
Hi, Madison Shea, and although I don't really know what I want to do in the future, I'd like to use the leadership skills I've learned through playing soccer to lead others.
Hi, my name is Laura Easter, and I just want to help in any way that I can. I don't really know what I want to do, but I know I want to do it with children.
Okay, so have you guys been outside lately in the past few days? Studies show that people like to gravitate toward natural beauty. Do flowers come to mind?
We need you to help us brighten someone else's day through flowers.
We're strong individuals, but support and communication always makes us stronger.
Public parks are a place for families, self, and community. We would like to better our park's appearance and make the experience best as possible.
Henry Beecher once said that flowers are the sweetest things God ever made and forgot to put a soul into.
We feel that this action will not only improve the environment, but more important, will unite the community.
Okay, stand up here for a minute. So, what'd you think?
The opening was really, really strong, and it caught my attention. It had very persuasive technique.
Okay, good. So very persuasive, like the opening. What else?
Reminded me of the Shark Tank. But I think they need to repeat what you asked for at first, and ask for it again at the end.
So who did the ask? You did the ask.
Yes, the need.
Yes, the need. Okay, but you turned it into an ask, and that's okay as long as you make the ask again at the end, as Karen said. Okay, now here's the thing. I never really got what you were doing. All right, I didn't understand how you were going to get the flowers into the park. So I think you need to work on one of you talking about how we are going to do this. Okay? The other thing is, I think the quote, which is wonderful, by the way, I think the quote either needs to come right after the opening or at the end followed by, I know it was at the end followed by a call to action, but it needs to be combined with that call to action. And I would, if you're going to use it, I would even use something like, we invite you to help us nurture souls through flowers, or something, because it has the soul in there. So I would, and then, but you need to also, as you develop this, how are they going to help you do that, right? So the steps you're going to take, or what your project is, I think you need to work on, and we're going to have time to do that so that you can get up and do it again, okay? All righty, thank you.
Hi, I'm Ellen Cameron. I go to the University School of Nashville, and my goal for my life is to use my background and all the adventures I've had
to help the world by going into a medical field.
Hi, my name is Jessica Lee. I go to Davidson Academy, and my vision in life is to become a pediatric anesthesiologist and to go wherever that takes me. Like if it takes me to a third world country, that doesn't really matter to me, as long as I'm helping people.
My name is Elizabeth Kimbrough. I am a 10th grader at St. Cecilia Academy. I hope to obtain my medical degree from the HBCU Howard University and also become an activist in that community, especially being in a place like Washington, D.C. And to build towards that, I want to be an activist now and make sure that personally I want to help young African American girls and other minorities remember that they also are the future of America.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Freeland. I go to Ensworth High School. I may not know exactly what I want to do yet, but I do know things do not change, we change them. So I want to use all the opportunities I've been given to my full extent.
Hi, I'm Tate Elliott, and I go to University School of Nashville, and I really want to help children in my community through education and also maybe in other communities.
All kids thrive in education with equal opportunity because of proper materials.
97% of the population of Swab Elementary are below the poverty line, and they only have 3 stars out of 10 of their rating, and we really just want to improve that.
The new principal at Swab Elementary, who came 2 years ago, is really focused on building the future of these children and helping them succeed, but she does need help.
And because we're all leaders in our community, we want to give back to Swab Elementary.
And their motto is learning, leading, and succeeding, and we want our project to help accomplish all of these things.
Wait. I loved everything you said in your project presentation. Absolutely loved it. But I'll say the same thing I said about the last one. I wasn't quite sure how you were going to get it done. So you've got to weave into that presentation what you're asking them to help you. What are you asking them to help you to do? Right? So where did you say you're all leaders in your community? Somebody said that. Okay, we're leaders in our community, and we're going to use those leadership skills to get whatever it is you're going to do to get the, and then how are you going to, the actual work of your project, you need to weave into this. Because if I am one of the potential corporate partners or Pencil Foundation or whatever, I need to understand the process that you're going to use to reach your goal. Okay? So I loved everything you said. You need to get that in there. Other comments from other groups? No comments? You're all thinking about how you're going to fix yours the next time. Okay. What else? So no comments from the groups on this?
I like their presentation, and I like their quip too.
They just need a couple more details.
I think they're all really good speakers, like individually.
That's right, they are. One thing I want you to do, because we're going to do this again, I want you to think about with your individual visions, don't lose the tail end of your presentation. Stay strong all the way to the end. And I'm going to ask everybody to give their personal vision without notes next time, because you need to be able to talk about yourself without notes, and so think about that as you get up the next time around. Remember too that not knowing, and I think which one said you weren't sure, but okay, but the way you said you weren't sure was really good. Tell us yours again. I want people to hear that.
I said I may not know exactly what I want to do yet, but I do know things do not change, we change them, so I want to use all my opportunities to my greatest advantage.
So see how that's not a negative because of the way that she expressed herself? You're still with her, right? So if you don't know what you're going to do, flip it around, and because you do know what your strengths are, right? You've learned that in the first session. Flip that around so that you say, I know I am strong in these areas. I want to use those in wherever life takes me, right? So you don't have to be as direct as saying, I don't know what I want to do, but, right? Yours is good because the but was a positive, but don't just leave it out there, I don't know what I want to do. Does that make sense? Okay, anything else? Just be sure you own it all the way to the end. Own it all the way to the end. Keep your eyes up and lock on somebody in the room if you need to make sure you're not doing this. Don't talk into your chest, okay? All right, great. And the final group, I'm crazy. I'm waiting for another group here. All right, I want you to take 10 minutes to work on what we said needed to be fixed, and then we're gonna do it again. All right, one last time, so you can have a little break before graduation. We want you to speak, own it, right? Own the project, own your own vision. And we have with us Representative Dawn White, who's here not only for graduation, but also for her mentee, who's Representative
That beautiful
White.
lady over there?
Yes, okay. Kiana, right? Kiana. So you're going to hear Kiana's vision when she presents with everybody else. So own it. Speak up. Don't let your sentences trail off. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. And Anita Genius, who came in and has already been working with this group, and we didn't. And your mentee's over there. And I apologize because you just came in and started working and we didn't get you introduced. We want to thank all of our mentors today for working with us, so let's do that before we start. Okay, which group wants to go first this time? All right, the Vanderbilt group's always up and ready. Get out of the way. Remember, for your individual visions, to look as much as you can into the camera, okay?
I'm Richard Marani, and in the future, I plan to become a pediatrician because of my strong interest in the medical field and my love for children.
Hello, I'm Margaret Gall and I love traveling. I want to give back to my community through the medical field wherever I may be.
Hello, I'm Ellie Hildebrand. I've always loved learning about the past, so I want to be a social studies teacher.
Hello, my name is Delaney Estrada and I want to be a professional cheerleader. My alternative plan is to be an orthodontist.
Hi, my name is Anna Sager and I'd like to become a principal. Middle and elementary school education has made a big impact on my life, so I want to help impact other children.
Hi, I'm Gagana Bora and I would like to be a pediatrician. I want to join an organization called Doctors Without Borders and help them in third world and undeveloped countries and help the kids and people there who do not have proper health care.
When I was 5 years old, I had my appendix taken out at Vanderbilt Hospital. My parents stayed several nights, sleeping on the small and uncomfortable hospital chair. They were only concerned about my recovery. I, obviously, wasn't feeling well at all until my older brother brought me a very large Pooh Bear doll. It made my day and later became my favorite toy for several years. The thought of my surgery had totally vanished.
Many of us have an interest in the medical field or helping with children. So our mission is serving sick children and their families so that they can focus on their recovery. We want to give back and be thankful for what we have already been given.
More people need to be served like Rooster was served, which can be done by donating toys and items to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
The goal of our group is to donate the specific needs of Vanderbilt Hospital, including Play-Doh, socks, toys, and toiletries, by incorporating our schools, churches, and businesses. With that being said, we are going to make announcements and flyers within our schools and church. After that, we plan on starting the donations.
Monroe Carroll Jr. has been named one of the best children's hospitals by the U.S. News and World Report. It has been named 23rd on the list of the top 30 best children's hospitals in America. Achieving this honor was accomplished by the dedicated staff and by the help from the community.
We want all of you to help us gather these things for the children at the hospital. We want to make these kids feel like they're loved and cared for, as like Rujda was when she got the Pooh Bear. So please come and help us care for the little things.
Terrific. Any comments? Very good. Very good. Very good. And the way you shifted it, addressed all of the issues that we raised.
Do you want to? Do you want to say
I'm Michaela Lowe, and I like to make leadership programs across America to teach students what it takes to be a leader.
I'm Madison Shea, and although I do not know exactly what I want to do in the future, I do know that I want to use my leadership skills that I've acquired from playing soccer to lead others.
My name is Amy Nguyen, and I want to become a pharmacist because I have a strong interest in the sciences and I love to devote my time to service of others.
I'm Cassidy Hudgens, and I come from a small town, but I have my heart set on the world. I want to become a foreign correspondent to write about sexuality, gender, race, and social equality.
Hi, my name is Kiana Watson, and I want to help girls embrace their inner and outer beauty and later on to become a makeup artist.
Hi, my name is Laura Easter, and I want to work with children any way that I can because I believe children's lives are important.
Have you been outside the past few days? Studies show that many people like to gravitate toward natural beauty. Do flowers come to mind?
As Henry Beecher once said, flowers are the sweetest things God ever made and forgot to put a soul into.
Our vision is to help beautify our parks and make them sweeter. And we need your help to plant flowers with us.
We're all strong individuals, but together with support and communization, it will always make us stronger.
Public parks are a place for families, ourselves, and the community to enjoy the parks. And we would like to better appearance the parks and also to create a better experience.
We need your support not only to improve our environment, but more importantly to unite the community. The way that you can help us is by planting flowers for our parks to make them more beautiful and enjoyable.
Okay, any comments? Take that, go ahead, yes.
Do you want them just to help you plant, or do you want them to donate?
We were not thinking about donating because we were going to contact stores as Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, or maybe even Cheekwood to help us with the flowers. We just wanted them to help us plant.
Okay, it's a good question that Karen has asked because we still didn't quite get what you as a collective group were going to be doing. That you were going to use the assets in the community to get donations of flowers so that you could plant in those parks that needed it the most. It's a beautiful future that you have painted. I mean, everything you're saying is great. You just need a couple of sentences that get to this idea of you as a group are going to use the business and church and other assets to get flowers that can be planted to beautify the parks. So as you think about what you're going to come back around to do, but also when you go in and talk to a Lowe's or whatever, you want to have that we are collecting donations of flowers or of money to be able to beautify whatever park you have decided. Specificity is important when you get to the point of actually communicating. So what specific park, you don't know yet, but what specific park are you working on? Okay, but it's a beautiful presentation. Just as you finalize the details, you're going to need to work that in. Any other comments? Great. I love the way that you had captured with those first two comments the notion of flowers in a park that beautified it. That beautified. Yeah, do flowers come to mind? Anna said she really likes the way you captured it as a question at the beginning. I do too. Yes. Okay.
Hello, my name is Ella Cameron. I go to University School of Nashville. I want to use my background from adventures to help strengthen people's lives.
Hi, my name is Jessica Lee, and I want to become a pediatric anesthesiologist. I want to help people with their lives and also, if I can, help people in their personal lives too.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Kimbrough. I'm a sophomore at St. Cecilia Academy. I hope to obtain my medical degree from Howard University and also become an activist in the community of Howard and in the DC area. And my focus is helping young African American girls and girls of other minorities know that they also are the future of America.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Freeland and I'm a sophomore at Ensworth High School. I may not know exactly what I want to do yet, but I do know things do not change, we change them. So I want to use the opportunities I've been given to give back.
Hi, I'm Tate Elliott and I'm a sophomore at University School of Nashville, and I want to work with children in my community to help better their education.
Sorry, I really liked yours. Good.
All kids thrive in education with equal opportunity because of proper materials.
97% of the school's population is below the poverty line, and they only have 3 out of 10 ratings, and we really want to improve it.
Suave Elementary has a new principal who has been helping them build a vision for the children that they have, but she cannot build this vision by herself, and she needs our help and yours.
We are all leaders in our community and want to give back by working with our local businesses, schools, and churches to provide needed materials and improve learning environments.
The school's motto is learning, leading, and succeeding, and we want our project to help Schwab accomplish these things.
Comments?
I didn't know what the school was until the third person.
Yeah.
So when the first person talks or the second, we need to talk about Schwab. You need to introduce Schwab, even if it's at the end of the second part, so that when Elizabeth begins, we know you're talking about Schwab. Okay, so, but it was really good, and I love the fact that most of you did it without notes. That's, you know, you're moving along there. That's terrific. I also got this time how you were going to do it. You know, so that was good too. Other comments? Other comments from the mentors? Anything? Yes.
What and how are they going to collect?
You want to answer that?
We're going to go by school, and so since most of us go to different schools, we just wanted to ask Dean, my Dean of Spiritual Lives, and we're going to ask the school what they need, and all the other schools are just we're all going to collect together, and we're going to take it over together.
Part of what we looked at this morning is making sure that you are meeting a need that actually is a need. And so even though you're not hearing it in this presentation, they've worked on timelines that will make sure they are finding what really needs to be collected and delivering that to the schools. And this is, as I said, kind of the first cut of the presentation that's working out the communication they'll use as they ask for the donations and deliver them. When they give their final presentation, they'll also include the results. Okay? Anything else from the mentors? Karen?
I think Dawn asked the question I had.
Okay. Nothing from the girls? Y'all are ready. You haven't had a really good break, have you? Okay, let's come on back. And first I want to congratulate all of you on the development of your individual visions and the way that you owned it this time around, and the way that those of you who heard what I said about making sure that it was a positive, that you were speaking positively, I want to congratulate all of you on that. We're going to have this on video. We'll be continuing to work with you on it. And then what we want you to do next, before we go to graduation, is make sure again that you know how to communicate with each other. Make sure you've taken photographs. We have too, but make sure you take photographs on your phone of the timeline and the work that you did. I've been meaning to say to this group, I really do like the brand Caring About the Little Things, by the way. I don't know if it made it into your presentation, but I really like that brand. Remember that one of the things you need to think about is what you're going to call the project, because it's going to help people gather around it. So you're going to need to brand the project, that bumper sticker, that tagline, that name that reflects what it is you're trying to do. Okay? And we will be available, your mentors will be available, I'll be available, Pat will be available to help you develop the branding as you move along on the project. So what's the next step? What does anybody think the next step is?
Action.
Action, I like that, yes, action. The other final two things in collaborative leadership and the principles that you have are developing people and self-reflection. So one of the things I want you to think about as you put together what each person is going to do is how is each person not only using her talents, but how is she developing? What is she gaining? What are you as a group gaining? How are you developing yourselves? That fifth principle of collaborative leadership. And then finally, self-reflection. We're going to ask all of you, and Melanie will be sending it out, to simply send us one page, 2 or 3 paragraphs, reflecting on the academy, reflecting on your work here with us. That's something that's really important to leaders in general, and particularly important as that 6th principle of collaborative leadership. So I want to ask all of our mentors, if they would, we'll start with you, Pat, to just have a few final comments before I send off the final homework. And if you haven't been introduced yet, please introduce yourself.
New person. Hello, I'm Pat Pierce, and I've been with you from the beginning. And I have to say, I have seen you all blossom. You have started out a little quieter, and today your voices are really stronger, and your projects have really developed, and I'm just really proud of you. And do really call on me if there's anything I can do to help you in the future. Thank you all for being here, and thanks to the mentors for being here too. I appreciate all of you all. Anita?
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Anita Genius. I work at Vanderbilt, and actually Pat has been a mentor for me for, decades now, since I was just a little older than you. And I'm sorry I haven't been here from the beginning, but I am very impressed with each and every one of you. You all are phenomenally bright young women. You're wonderful speakers, and I will have to make sure that next year I'm involved much early. I'm sure Pat will keep me in the loop. She's very good about that, and I just look forward to working with you in the future.
Good morning, I'm Dawn White. I'm a state representative from Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and LaGarden is my area that I represent. I am very, very impressed. I'm like, man, I wish I had something like this when I was your age. This is a wonderful, wonderful program. And, you know, my advice to you is get involved in your community. That is one reason I ran for office. I were very involved in the community. I had served on a lot of nonprofit boards. I had done a lot of fundraising for nonprofits in my community, and I saw the need that was in my community. And each community has a different need. Of course, I'm from Rutherford County. We have different needs than Davidson County. We have different needs than Williamson County or Sumner County. So get involved in your community, wherever that might be, because you will learn the needs of your community and how you really can make a difference. If there's anything I can ever do for you, please let me know. You can find me on the state website under Dawn White, District 37.
Thank you. Representative White is, well, we got two more, but Representative White is also started out life as a teacher in education.
Yes,
and so those of you who have a passion for education will want to remember not only her background, but that she's on the education committee for our state legislature. Okay?